Today we're joined by Robert Holland from IDX. He's here delivering our new battery solution which we're going to use and test over the next 6 to 12 months. Stay tuned. Welcome Robert, thanks for joining us. What have you brought along?
Well, a few batteries for you. Obviously you requested something to suit your cameras, so first thing we did was take into consideration the power draw on your cameras.
Okay.
We had a choice of 3 batteries, the CUE-D95, 95 or 150. Okay. And after a brief discussion with your technical people, we decided the 95 was the best option for you. So the CUE-D95 is from our new range. It's actually a 91 watt-hour battery, so we think this one should do your shooting crew quite well during the day. Yeah. Effectively, the Cue comes with an auxiliary D-tap socket on the side, so you're going to be able to drop in a D-tap socket here.
And what power out is that giving?
That's 50 watts maximum. Okay. So you can draw 50 watts from that point, as well as a camera running at the same time. Yeah. Up to a maximum of 76 watts, sorry, with the total.
Complete, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this will be fitting onto a V plate for you. So we brought the BV212.
Right.
This also has a D-tap, so it's a second D-tap out, as well as a 12 volt regulated.
We've still got the same amount of power out.
You've still got the total 76. So on this then, you've now got 3 options, 1, 2, and the D-tap on the battery itself.
Whilst we're unlikely to take much more than that anyway, does that apply? That applies across all ranges that you do? Yeah,
the D-tap's generally a 50 watt output.
Yeah, okay.
And then obviously the maximum capacity of the battery.
Good, okay.
Now obviously you don't want this floating, as it is in my hands currently. Be a little bit dangerous. Yeah. So we're supplying the cheese plate for you.
Yeah.
That attaches onto there and then fits onto your bar system. That can be top, bottom, horizontal or underneath. Obviously in the back, we discussed this earlier, you can actually add another one of your accessories onto the back of this as well.
Yes.
Balanced out on the rail system to suit accordingly. Yeah. Your camera that you're using currently is a Sony. Yeah. So we've supplied a D-tap to a specific Sony pin charger there. Sorry, Sony power input. Yeah, that's fine. So this will go from the D-tap straight into your Sony camera. Great. And then run with it. Critically, obviously, you need to charge them at the end of the day.
I was just going to say, how long are we taking to charge 2? So we've got 2 91 watt-hour batteries.
If they're totally flat, then you're looking at about 5 hours for both of them from totally flat. So about 2.5 hours each. And
am I, from totally flat, are these the kind of batteries that we should be discharging fully?
Not really, no. I mean, this is an old myth.
I know, yeah.
It's certainly not one that's required. No. So don't just go out and discharge them flat. Put them on the charger. When they're ready for the charge at the appropriate point, get them charged back up properly. Okay.
And specifics of this range, I mean, I think this is a slightly a lesser cost solution. This isn't as expensive as your duos and
correct, and the elites and the HL9s.
Where is this? You must have cut something, but
I suppose to crack a joke, I could say, yeah, I cut this one here. But hey, sorry about that one. IDX, as you know, has been in business now for 25 years, so we try not to cut any corners at all in quality of build.
No, absolutely, it's a reputation.
We have built that perfect reputation up over the years for both reliability and quality. So what we've done is we've looked at the range. We work closely with Sanyo, the cell manufacturers. Mm-hmm. We have selected cells that we use specifically for the purpose of the different batteries. On this range, we found people like yourself don't actually need major high draw on power. No. So we've tailored them for this purpose. They're selected cells, and with Sanyo, we've agreed circuitry that will charge the batteries and protect the batteries to the best of their ability to maximise the usage. Okay. Also what we've done is done some standardisation across ranges. You mentioned the Duo. We're using the same shell on the 95 and the 150 watt, and this is coming to what they call the PSE standard.
Right.
It's a Japanese safety standard. Lots of talk these days about lithium ion, and obviously IDX take this very seriously.
And of course that comes into travelling with it as well.
Correct,
yeah.
Very much so. What we've done at IDX is we've come to this PSE standard, and it actually means that you have to actually separate the individual cells.
Okay. Yeah, you can see.
Into a sort of a shell formation, so no cell touches another cell at all. The ends are protected, the sides are protected. We've even actually separated totally the PCB.
The PCB, the control board as such. Yeah.
This is probably the highest standard of safety in any broadcast professional.
So what
battery
implications
system.
has this got on travel? Can I take these batteries on an aircraft?
Yes, you can take the 95s on an aircraft.
Yeah.
Under the IATA regulations, you can take any quantity as carry-on luggage.
Right, not in the hold.
Not in the hold.
Okay.
What we normally recommend is that you actually put some tape across the terminals. This is an additional safety, and pack them separately in your luggage.
Yeah.
I have to stress though, it's not IDX that specify the IATA regulations. This is an international standard.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I'd highly recommend you go to the website and check the spec, or something else that we hardly ever do, go to the instruction book. We do actually supply the IATA regulations.
I've seen one of them before.
You and I are alike. So
yeah.
Use the instruction book. There's a good reference there for the IATA regulations in the book itself. So you can actually refer to that as it.
So with the same insides, you know, we said we've got the same sort of safety, the same cells being used. The features here that are different from the Duo, I can see you can't piggyback.
Correct.
Appears to be not a lot else. We've got a signal here how full it is.
You've got LED indications, so no problem at all with that one. Slightly lower power output than our HL9s, which is the common one used by the broadcasters.
Yeah.
That's the one you're going to see at the back of all the Formula One type cameras and the motorbike racer, which are the standard place. There you've got high power cameras with transmitters and lots of other accessories on. They're pulling up to 10 amps. That's not required in this
absolutely.
general mode as we use in the cameras today. It's a small interview scenario. These will draw 6.3 amps.
Fantastic.
So that's more than enough for these sort of applications.
So it's a very good solution. Well, let's we look forward to using them. Hope they serve us well.
They should do, and I'm looking forward to your comments and reports back to us.
We will report back regularly.
That's good.
And the warranty on them?
You're looking at 2 years manufacturers for defects, and then 1 year for charge capacity of 70% after the first year.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that and report back, see how they come along. Well, I hope that was of interest to you. We'll report back with how they perform. See you on the next show.